486-4459 or 724-5996. Email us at tirezone.slu@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Tire Zone.
At the National Insurance Corporation, we're always looking for ways to serve you better. That's why we've introduced new and improved NIC forms. The new forms capture more information to reduce queries and make your applications faster to process. Whether you're applying for sickness, maternity, employment injury, the funeral grant, or assigning a long-term benefit, the updated forms guide you step by step. Forms are available through your medical practitioner, online at stlucianic.org or at any of our NIC offices island-wide. The new forms will avoid delays and help us to serve you more efficiently.
NIC for the benefit of us all.
The summer of sports is almost here, and Massey Stores Home has all you need to upgrade your game day. Enjoy up to 35% off on select televisions, appliances, furniture, and more. Perfect for Father's Day. Swipe your Massey card. With every $500 spent, get a chance to win some incredible Samsung prizes like a Samsung 65-inch 4K Smart TV and recliner combo, or a Samsung 65-inch 4K Smart TV. So don't just watch the games, celebrate Dad as well. Visit Massey Stores Home today.
Move the vibe, move the vibe. Up your body, feel that flow. Move, don't move slow. 5 minutes now, nice and easy. Little by little, keep it breezy. Walk it out, stretch up high, dance in the kitchen, reach the sky. Right now is the time to start. Every step is a stronger heart. Move with the vibe. Move with the vibe, move with the vibe, move with the vibe. Stay alive. Move with the vibe, move with the vibe, move with the vibe. Feel the drive. Heart getting stronger step by step. Every little move, no regrets. Send Lucia moves, don't delay. Moving for life every day.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Nutrition in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank and the Inter-American Development Bank.
We're back! Vava Central! The music, the happenings, interviews, and all aspects of Carnival. Vava Central! Yeah! Vava Central! 8 to 9:30 a.m. Monday to Friday with Teddy Francis and Tilasiai. Vava Central on the Caribbean Sound. Sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Harris Bates, and Primary Novelties. Vava Central! Yeah!
Ready to sing it out? Every other Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Bring the energy to the ultimate blast karaoke night. Shower singer or stage legend. If you've got a voice, the mic is yours. And the vibes stay high. From old school classics to today's biggest hits. Step up, sing loud, sip on drink specials, enjoy tasty eats, and win big with Bingo. Blast Entertainment Center, corner of Chisel and Brazil Street. Upstairs, the new Starlight Building. So warm up those vocals, grab the mic. Blast Karaoke Night. Big notes, bigger wins.
Join us on Wednesday, 17th June for our next Blast Karaoke with Bingo.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
Boy, that Simos makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsissimos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsissimos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prague.
And that's what they say about Fruitsissimos. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsissimos, you know what they say. The 2026 Calypso quarterfinals are here. South Calypso Tent takes the stage Saturday, June 13th, followed by Fire One. On Wednesday, June 17th, KPT. On Thursday, June 18th, and TOT. On Saturday, June 20th, National Cultural Center, 8:30 p.m. Admission is only $25. Who will advance to the semi-finals? Come out and witness the battle. This event is licensed by ECHO and brought to you by the CMMC.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to Stress Free Lettre Wednesday. I'm your host, the man Bootu. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. I have a packed house, I have a packed studio here today. I have a very packed studio. Joining us briefly, don't worry, you're going to be on camera. You're not on camera, you're not on camera. The camera is on Virgie, don't worry. But Empress Isa is in the house. And we have EJ, the DJ, also in the house with us. Good afternoon. Liza, you could stand up there? So I can expand the camera. They put EJ. Not you, not you, baby girl. Not you. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. No, she don't want to be on camera. Stay there. Hey, don't worry. Huh? You can read there. Relax.
Pull the mic from me. That's what she
EJ the DJ, say good afternoon to everybody.
Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? What's going on, Bootu?
This year, I dare, my brother, I dare. We have a packed house today, and trust me, the situation of too many cooks spoiling the broth because we have a very hot letter today.
Well, at least it's balanced out, so that's good.
It balanced out. Two guys. Yeah. Let me shout out our Facebook soldier, the official usher on Facebook. £1 Hippolyte. He says, Team RCI, we say,
hey!
Yes, I. And of course, he's shouting out Drama Queen Augustine, Dudu Darling Mara, Stephanie Shapiro, Shakira Constantine, Zara, Kelvin, Charles, Blackman, Okulia, Philip, Philo, Mazun, Philip, Roche, Mark, Lenika Baptiste, Nigella, Jean-Baptiste, Anna Rose, Anemone, Jadis, Amanda Charles, Della D. Val, the man ranking, Iowa, Red Salad,
Iowa.
Yes, Red Salad is head, Team RCI,
hey!
He shouted out Sweetness, Lovely Leia. Drama Queen is in the house! And she says, Team RCI.
Hey!
Yes, I is the original Drama Queen. Rochelle Regis, Millet is in the house. Good afternoon to you, my darling.
Big up Millet.
£1 shout out Isa.
£1.
Hey, Team RCI, Kelvin, Team RCI.
Hey!
Big up Migs and Empress V and Isa and EJ, the DJ is in the house. Yes, I. Imara is there and one thing she shouts out. Good day, y'all. Yeah, the bestest program is on Lettre. Big up Team RCI.
Original.
Hey!
Original.
Yes,
with the dun dadas.
That means the Lettre is extra creamy.
With the dun dadas
The donest. All right, Sandy Sandra, she says, big up Team RCI.
Hey!
Love and appreciate all of you. Blessed love from Sandy Sandra.
Same here.
Big up my brother Iowa. Speedy recovery. Love always, Sandy Sandra.
Hi, Iowa.
And of course, big up Gideon Fede, aka Giddy. Positive, perfect love from
Paul,
Sandy.
Big up Paul. Big up the Paul.
Paul and Paul. Yes,
Yeah, man.
And of course, Imara says the good day, Empress is back. Yeah, only temporarily. A-piece is not up yet. I said when I see her patcha, look at all her patcha. They say, shall patcha thing?
I believe
I can fly.
That you missed that.
I missed that.
You missed that constant minding my business.
Oh, that's what's going on now.
Yes,
what's in the office is everybody business.
Okay.
Why would he have to say that? Huh? Why you have to give an image as to like give like a vivid image as to how she has?
Because you look very vivid today. Look at the setting on my TV has burned all. The setting on my TV has burned all the electricity.
You're not
Vivid.
No kind of surprise for people.
But that's but you're not on camera, so I have to describe you.
Why you describe me? You have to stop that.
Because I'm a reporter.
You no longer a reporter.
Tell a decent Val, once a police, always a police, my girl.
That only pertains to that person.
What a wow.
All right, so big up all our bus drivers around the island. I go shout out Liza's favorite people first. Mondudo.
Big up
and her boyfriend McLean.
Big up Wormsy, big up Dada, big up Shotman, big up Indian,
big up Cooley,
big up
Tupac,
Mr. Roots, big up Mr. Tall. Wow. Yeah, that's people that listen to our song.
McLean, where McLean? Yeah, shot McLean Helvex. Yeah?
No, McLean is on the Babono.
Hey, Babono, okay.
She
know her thing.
Babono.
She know her bus stand.
So big up M77, which is McLean. That's the Babono roots, and also Keegan. Yes, big up Keegan.
Yeah, big up Keegan. I think I know Keegan.
Hey, La Clary, big up yourselves. Big up yourselves.
La Clary,
Grozy Lane.
Coco.
Big up Viewfort. I'll be there tonight. Big up Viewfort. By the way, folks, we come to your area, but Nemo is out. Our hurricane season is on.
Yep.
So we were in documents also.
And the money you're hiding underneath the cabin.
And yes, the money too. The money underneath the cabin. And 5-gallon water bladders, water bottles. So they're empty. We put water in it. It's reusable. And come on for some education on hurricane preparedness, folks. We'll be in Viewfort South today at the Viewfort Primary School at 7 p.m. And if you just want to see the man behind it, all right, now let's go and see it. Now, our message for Liza. Ohio Goku 22. I like that name. Ohio Goku 22 says, Liza, chill yourself. Take the compliments, mama.
I don't know compliment from Butu.
And we have reached the best people here. Tafari, come on. Tafari. He don't cry. The man ain't crying already. Tafari. So I don't get my big up and shout out. Anyway, big up Team RCI. Hey! And my girlfriend, Liza. Gripper Greg, good afternoon to you.
Big up Andre Dental.
Andre Dental across the bridge down in La Clary.
Big up Tire Zone, Warren and his team. Nice eyes. They have nice eyes in.
Hey, thank you, Liza.
Nice eyes.
Yeah, man. Nice eyes.
Miguel.
How is Miguel?
I forgot Miguel was
Miguel have nice eyes.
Oh, really?
Miguel have nice eyes.
What do I take that for you?
Miguel have nice eyes compared to that guy there over at Tire Zone.
You never see the size of the glasses, Liza.
Right?
Just watch out her computer. And she don't have it on now.
I only wear glasses because I have sensitivity to light, but I could see the smallest print as far as it can be. I could see.
You have a sensitivity to bright eyes.
Let me tell you. So this
Miss,
guy,
I don't miss her, I don't miss her. I get always on my case. Anyway.
And also the nicest Rasta Ocado. Big up yourself. Nicest eyes too.
Listen,
big up yourself.
Look, all my viewers beg to differ.
But Liza, as if it's Butu, why are you describing there?
Yes. It seems you had know where I was last night.
Because there's no way during that day your eyes looking like that.
Anyway,
he was born
anyway, big up our service providers, Digicel, Flow, Lucilec, thank you for cutting me off and reconnecting me. Wasco.
Did you pay your bill?
Of course I pay my bill. That's why they reconnect me. No, but Lucilec on a reader, the bills have been exorbitantly high, as we've seen with the cost of gas going up around the world.
Yeah, around the world.
And we don't understand. Lucille calculates their fuel differently from us because they buy fuel daily. They use more than we do. So it's at a different rate. So the fuel surcharge, as much as I cringe when I see my bill go up by $80, $100, $120, I kind of understand. But
So you're not policing the lights?
Huh? Of course,
You're not policing the
no,
lights
but
at all?
it's the same still usage, same
What?
it's the same usage, but you get charged more because the fuel surcharge has increased because it has gone
Well,
up.
well, with me it's different. I've not
Lights
seen
off.
a big
Lights
big jump
off.
on my bill.
Yep. And give shout out to Marie St. Paul. Good afternoon to you. That's from Mr. Sniper YTRBIX.
Hey, what's her name, Mr.
That's a YouTube. That's a
Sniper?
YouTube name. That's a YouTube name.
Okay, all right.
Because my name on YouTube is Miguel Favorite 3476. Up now I know where 3476 came
What?
from.
Just give it to you.
Just give me a number.
Okay.
Caribbean Smile says Team RCI. Hey! Orlando in from is it Orlando in from Maryland. Good afternoon to you. Kelvin says Empress Eyes are no more temporary, full time.
Hey, you'll miss your girl. You'll never see your girl and you'll miss your girl. What a wow.
What a wow. All they want to do is see her. All they want to do is see her, you know. Just to see her.
Just poke your
Just-
head.
No. Poke your head.
Okay,
No,
okay,
please.
poke your locks.
Poke your locks.
Let me remind you, the numbers to call are 4523046 and WhatsApp is 2846001. I know that number by heart now, Liza.
Yeah, that's what I seen there.
Yeah,
Big
and-
improvements.
Also today, our
ginkgo.
The ginkgo. Our letter segment will be a little longer because we are playing two letters, folks. We are actually reading two letters. One of them is a letter we read on March 13th because for the second time ever in my tenure at Lettre, we've had a follow-up letter.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So to get context,
Yeah.
to get context, so that our listeners who did not listen to the last letter get some serious context as to what today's letter is all about, because this follow-up is a very, very serious follow-up. In fact, I will have an intro to it, but we will get to that. But thank you very much to those of you listening for the follow-up letter. I think it's sometimes, not sometimes, there are many times we just leave the show. Most times we leave the show there at the end with probably a closing statement, and we never hear what happens to the people after. So today we're going to get a follow-up, but we're going to have the original letter. No, Kelvin, it's not one versus one. It's not man versus woman. It's actually the same writer. Her name is Conflicted Mother-to-be. So you get a hint, and she is no longer conflicted.
Okay.
All right. Brown Skin 758 says, good afternoon, watching from the home of the Knicks. Fire for the Knicks. But good afternoon to New Yorkers. Fire for the Knicks. Fire for the Knicks. I'm not a Jalen Brunson fan.
Wow.
I don't like ISO ball, but he played big. He came up big. Kudos to the Knicks. Kudos to them, but I'm not happy.
Can I say you drink a hate already?
Don't worry, they have to wait another 53 years for the next one. Boston is coming back. That's my team. Boston is coming back. We are back on the scene next year. All right. So, folks, anybody else you want to shout out? Oh, yes, of course, we can't forget our sponsors, Fruitsissimos, Mr. Serie down in Prale.
Just about to call you a tap behind
And
you.
of you madman, and Donna the Blackberry.
Boy,
Donna,
leave
Donna.
Leave Donna alone. Leave
Donna
Donna alone.
Donna, I go in before times. I go
Alright.
past. If Fruits is still open, if you're still open, I go past down and say
Leave
hello.
my
Yeah, man.
Blackberry alone.
Your Blackberry. I hear you
Alright.
swinging that way, my girl.
Leave my
Tell me more.
Blackberry alone.
By the time I finish chatting, that Blackberry turn blue,
No. no. I want Donna about
Oh, she's doing blackcurrant.
Donna. Donna is the nicest ducky I've ever seen.
You apparently haven't seen me.
Oh my goodness.
Just so you that one.
Yeah, so good afternoon to you, Mr. Sarah, all the staff over at Fruitsissimos. Let me tell you, like I said, thing was here, but this Candy, you get vexed, I forget your name. Candy was here, and then she's tried to sample every flavor of fruits here, and she loved all of them.
7 flavors.
7 flavors, and 7, lucky number 7, eh? 7th month for the year, the best month. 14 is 7 times 2. You know where I'm going, right? Make sure my gift the other day I come.
Best month of the year.
And my child gift too. All right. World Cup season now. Trust me, I'm not into the World Cup. I personally I haven't watched, in fact, I watched a piece of a match. But personally, I boycott America. No. Not in Trump country. Not in what he's been doing.
Although they have been playing pretty well. Eh?
I like
Yeah, they have been.
France.
I always support England and Brazil
I like
in the World
France.
Cup. Always support England and Brazil. Team France, Kelvin says Team France.
Argentina.
Don't cry for me when you lose. Eh?
France.
Don't cry for me when you lose. EJ, who supporting anything there?
Well, I don't have a
Argentina,
favorite team,
Germany.
honestly. I'm not really much of a football fan, but I do keep up with the World Cup.
Yeah, you do keep up with the World Cup.
Argentina.
I'm a Man U fan
and
now.
Germany.
Now we have a big development, and I start making noise. When I heard that this morning I start making noise. I know what the government do. I suspect it's the Minister for Sports and the Minister for Infrastructure do that. They're having an Arsenal. They're going to have an Arsenal training campaign, scouts and everything. I vex about that, and I know it's the Minister for Sports and the Minister for Infrastructure because they're Arsenal fans. It should be a Man U camp. I should be a Man U camp. I'm going to have a chat with Sean Edward and Kenson Kazimi. I go no that. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. So if I say, hey, Liza is mine, leave her alone. I think he's talking to the people on the thing. All right, folks, you're about about all I know is the Prime Minister is a Man U fan, so that's good enough for me. Once he head know what to do. The details don't matter. once he head have his head on right, he good. I think Joachim Henry is an Arsenal fan. So that cabinet had a whole set of Arsenal fans. All right. So, but big up the government solution, the Ministry of Sports. For that, of course, I think that's a big thing. We have in the past only had a few solutions make it to the pros. Whether it be in Europe, we've had Zane Pierre. I think Butu himself from Beaufort, the original Butu from Beaufort made it there.
Oh, you're not the original Butu.
Baby, I'm a young buck, I'm a spring chicken. I'm a spring chicken.
He's like the original.
When I say you gotta make way for it. You gotta give props to the elders. You gotta give props to the elders. Alright, folks. We have about 20 seconds left before we go into the break. Remind you that Lettre is brought to you by our friends over at Fruit C.
You big up the government institutions already.
What?
You big up all the government.
Big up all government institutions.
What's about our financial institutions?
We begin up already and fix. We go into a break. We begin when we come back in detail.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruit Simos, eh?
Pablo, you know what they say about Fruit Simos?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruit Simos?
Boy, that Simos makes you score runs,
So what do the experts say about Fruit Simos? Apart from tasting great, Fruit Simos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prale.
And that's what they say about Fruit Simos. Unless you say something else.
Fruit Simos, you know what they say.
But imagine, sometimes it's feeling like there's only 2 days in the week. Yesterday was Monday, and look at that Friday afternoon. So hear that. Do you have a talent or skill that you can turn into a business idea? Well, don't sleep on you, my youth. Get your business started today. The Youth Economy Agency will guide you. Provide funding. Yes, sister, provide funding. Plus training to run your business profitably. Yo, go online now to start living the St. Lucian dream. Just one click and boom, you're in business.
In the heart of St. Lucia, where mountains meet the sea, there's a story of resilience, community, and a promise kept for over 50 years. Jeune Credit Union has been a pillar of support and a friend. Together, we've weathered storms and celebrated triumphs, from sponsoring local events to supporting education. Our motto, together we can move mountains, isn't just words. It's a commitment to unity, progress, and shared success. Feel the pride, the belonging, and the warmth of a financial partner that cares. Join us and be part of something extraordinary.
The 2026 Calypso quarterfinals are here. South Calypso Tent takes the stage Saturday, June 13th, followed by Fire One on Wednesday, June 17th, KPT on Thursday, June 18th, and TOT on Saturday, June 20th. National Cultural Center, 8:30 p.m. Admission is only $25. Who will advance to the semi-finals? Come out and witness the battle. This event is licensed by ECHO and brought to you by the CMMC.
I'm feeling for something special, something good, something tasty, something smooth. When I think about all the flavors I can savor,
I gotta have.
Baron's ice cream.
I wanna have, I need to have a flavor that makes me glad. But the way I feel, it must be Farron's ice cream. Chocolate coated ice cream bars, creamsicles I gotta have. Give me some fat-free yogurt I need.
Baron's ice cream.
Farron's ice cream.
It's so delicious. Baron's ice cream.
Farron's
Tastes so good. Baron's ice cream. Oh, I gotta have it. 'Cause only the best will do.
Farron's ice cream, bringing back delicious memories.
Who's a little man with a lot to offer? He is the Harris-Benz man who sells the best for less in so many colors. He is a Harris-Benz man for a better pay and a better price. Check the little man for some self-advice. If you're raining inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris-Benz. If you're raining inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris-Benz.
Getting brand new quality tires and rims for your vehicles have never been so easy. Tire Zone in the blue building next to the VG roundabout sells tires for motorcycles for as low as $180. What? But that's not all. Tire Zone also stocks tires for all types of vehicles, including 13-inch for as low as $99, 14-inch starting from $150, 15-inch starting at $185, 16-inch for as low as $195, and 17-inch starting from only $200. Why buy used tires when you can get quality brand new tires for such low prices at Tire Zone? Visit us in the blue building next to the VG roundabout or call 452-1313, 486-4459 or 724-5996. Again, 452-1313, 486-4459 or 724-5996. Email us at tirezone.slu@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Tire Zone.
And we're back with Lettre for today, Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. And folks, we're going to get right into it because we are going to have a long segment here. All right, let me just make sure I can hear myself properly. All right, so folks, there are some letters that stay with you, and it's because something about them really leave you uneasy. Back on May 13th, we had a letter from a young pregnant woman who believed her marriage was over. Many of you may remember it. She spoke about her husband she felt had used the marriage primarily as a pathway to citizenship years after carrying the financial burden largely by herself, and an unexpected pregnancy with another man after a marriage she felt had been dead for years. I remember that letter very clearly. In fact, at one point during that show, I said something to the effect of that I've watched enough true crime documentaries to know how situations like these sometimes end up. Unfortunately, it appears one of those concerns may have materialized. So before I read the update, let's take a quick listen back to the original letter on May 13th. Let me just make sure I have it there, and here we go. Go song, lad.
Something is wrong.
Hold on. All right, let me pause this. All right, I'm gonna have to save that and get that sound from there. Yeah, looks like. Yeah, yeah. I tell you, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. All right. Let's see what we have here. Was that? Was that Virgie?
Oh, nothing.
Was nothing?
It's about the weather.
The weather? I heard the letter. All right. Let's see.
Let's go.
Let's go. I know. Job. Oh, it's there. And life carried on. It was there already.
Yeah, it was there.
But over time, certain things started making me suspicious that the real goal. So the letter reads, Dear Mix, my situation is very complicated, and I really don't want anybody to judge me. But that would be hypocritical of me. Because truthfully, sometimes, many times even, I judge myself. I sit down and wonder if I'm a bad person. I am a young woman in my late 20s, and I have been married for more than 6 years, but less than 10. My husband is not St. Lucian. He is a CARICOM national. When we first got together, we actually lived at his mother's home here. And to be honest, pressure from her about unmarried people living together is part of what pushed me into marriage in the first place. I was young. I thought I was in love. I thought we were building something serious. And in the beginning, things did seem okay. He moved here permanently, got a job, and life carried on. But over time, certain things started making me suspicious that the real goal all along may have been citizenship. I fought that thought for years because I genuinely loved this man. Even when his own mother admitted to me one day that yes, getting his citizenship was important to them. Funny enough, she herself got hers through marriage here after marrying multiple times and never even filed for him. But despite all of that, I stayed. Migs, my husband never beat me physically, but some behaviors can still break you down emotionally. I felt alone in that marriage for years. Bills? Me. Helping invest in equipment for a business we planned to build together? Me. And I talking thousands of dollars in equipment sitting in storage right now, brand new, never used because of pure laziness and lack of drive. Meanwhile, this man spends money recklessly and contributes next to nothing. Even his own mother complains about him. There's honestly so much more I could say, but if I start listing everything, this letter would take the entire program, and it's already long. Truth is, I think my marriage has been over for years now. We just never officially buried it. Now here is where things become complicated. Some time ago, I met somebody else, a little older than me, but not by much. At first, it was just friendship, limes, mutual friends, conversations. He and his friends would even come by my home sometimes. There was never any intention for things to go further. But eventually, the attraction became obvious on both sides. We never really crossed the line physically at first. Just one kiss here and there. Until one night, tequila shots at a friend's house changed everything. Migs, could you believe that from our first and only time together up to that point, I got pregnant? The panic that hit me after finding out, I can't even explain it. Should I keep the baby? Should I abort? Should I pretend this never happened? I eventually told him. And if I'm being honest, his first reaction hurt me badly. He became distant at first. Then during one serious conversation, he admitted to me that he already has 2 children and doesn't think he's ready for a third. Migs, I expected hesitation. But hearing it out loud still broke something in me, especially because by then I realized I genuinely liked this man. Now, to be fair, he has changed his approach lately. He says he will be there for the child. He checks in on me, he appears to be trying, and so far he has not abandoned me. But I'm still afraid, because he is no longer with either mother of his children. And the reality sits heavy on my mind. Now here's another layer to the situation. I tell you that long, eh? My husband knows I'm pregnant, and he knows the child is not his, because we have not been intimate for years. I know as well that he has messed around, probably even is now. Yet somehow we're still living in the same house. for now. I actively searching for a place of my own because I know this situation cannot continue. And before anybody says, go stay with the baby father, that is not an option either. He still lives with his parents. Migs, my biggest fear right now is not even being a single mother, because financially, I know I can manage. My fear is raising a child without a stable father figure and ending up attached to a man who may eventually repeat the same cycle he already has with 2 other women. I really like him, maybe more than I should, but I don't know if liking somebody is enough reason to trust them with your future. That's why I wrote this letter, because I genuinely want to hear different perspectives. And by the way, sending love and greetings to Iowa. All right, folks. I think it was a pretty long letter, but those of you who heard it, you would have more or less caught the gist of that letter. So you have a preface to what Empress Isa is about to read right now. So Isa, we can take it away. Boy, Mara say I sound like a GT. I don't leave our Guyanese people alone, eh? Oh, sorry. leave our Guyanese people alone, eh? Mara sound like
a no comments. So the letter reads, Dear Migs, it's me again, Ja. I'm on my knees today. Anyway, pal, the conflicted mother to be. First of all, thanks to everybody who called, messaged, commented, and gave advice after my first letter aired. Some people agreed with me, some people didn't. But I listened. Education time. Migs, not much has changed in the last month. After all, it's only been a few weeks. The father of my baby has continued to support me and check in on me. The pregnancy is progressing well. All thanks to God. Thank you, my girl. All right. The marriage. You know what I was coming and say? The mess. The marriage, however, well, that's why I'm writing. I told you before that I believed it was over. Today, I know it is. A few Fridays ago, my husband came home wanting me to sign some paperwork. He said it was related to his citizenship process. Now, I wasn't feeling particularly well that evening. Everybody and anybody who has ever been pregnant knows some days are better than others. I told him I'll look at it next day, which was Saturday. Not that I was refusing, but just not tonight. For some reason, that answer wasn't good enough, pal. He became insistent, then angry, then very angry. Before I knew it, we were arguing. Oh, no, Sister Sledge, that's not good for the baby. Migs, this man actually raised a knife on me. No, not a wrong here. A knife over paperwork. And in that moment, every ounce of doubt I still had disappeared about whether or not I was divorcing mate. I packed a few things and left that very same night. No discussion, no negotiation, no second chance. I left. People, party. I spent a few nights by a friend and now staying with a relative while I sort myself out. Sissy, you got to sort yourself out.
Told you I was serious.
I've already started looking for rental apartments and have even begun viewing houses because I have decided I am not going backwards. That is it. Now, here's the funny thing. The document he was insisting I sign had absolutely nothing to do with me. Nothing. I have since spoken to a divorce lawyer, and that process has started. Hallelujah. And although I was hesitant at first. I also intend to make a police report, sister. I find you take too long. Even if it's just to have it documented. No, sissy. As far as I'm concerned, he can now earn his citizenship on his own merit. I have carried enough, and enough is enough. I am done carrying him. Hey, power to the women.
Just that one, that woman.
He is still begging though. No. To work things out. Y puedo ver. Nomla puedo ver. Calling all his mother. The same one in her own way manipulated us into getting married. The same one who admitted to me that it was all about his citizenship. He's calling all his relatives to give them story to make himself look right before I even let the people know what happened. But for the first time in a long time, I actually feel hopeful. Not because everything is perfect, but because I finally feel like I'm moving forward. Thank you again to everyone who offered advice. And thank you to those who reminded me that being alone isn't the worst thing that could happen. Hey, Jay-Z, hey! Sometimes staying is signed, formally conflicted mother-to-be.
Can we get a round of applause for the mother-to-be? Yeah, man. Yeah. Imara says, I love this follow-up with you, sis. And says, Empress, reading a letter of Mizi Goo.
But let me tell you, from that time I see it's me again, I say, Jai. Hey.
Jalo knows,
Jalo knows for sure.
But we've laughed so much at this, and we've said our AAs, but I mean, we have to sober. The sobering thing about it is, like I said in the intro, is that I remember clearly saying that I've seen so many of those crime documentaries to see how these things.
It's a serious matter.
I remember particularly saying that you never know what's in the guy's mind as well. You never know. I mean, yes, marriage has been dead for years. You've been shouldering most of the financial burden. Yes, you're pregnant for somebody else now. Even though you know that he's been having his squallies all over the place, right? But you never know what's in the back of that man's head.
Oh, it's easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we have this situation has essentially shown what he's capable of.
Exactly.
Or part of what he's capable of.
And that's not even the tip of the iceberg, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I honestly think that she's in for a battle.
Yes.
And I think when last we spoke, I did say I wasn't actually in contact with that person after that first letter for clarification and everything. And I think after this last we spoke, that the police report had not been filed as yet, because that thing happened quite recently. So the police report has not been filed yet, as far as I know. But I think it has not been filed.
She needs to.
I think it's a matter of
why? So why?
Maybe there's a
change of heart.
Not a change of heart. Oh. No.
I was saying after pulling knife on me, what change of what heart?
Change of heart.
Hello.
Hello. Tafari says,
boy, you raise a knife on me.
All right, folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to comment on the letter, because we're due for a break.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
Boy, that Simos makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsissimos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsissimos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prague.
And that's what they say about Fruitsy sea moss. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy sea moss. You know what they say.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff there to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load. With tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. Can't wait. No packets too big, too small. Cannot wait to ship with tropical. No packets too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
St. Lucia, even in challenging moments, essential services do not stop, and neither do we. Following the recent fire at the Environmental Health Division office in Bois-d'Ouage, the Environmental Health Complaints Unit is now operating from the third floor, number 41 High Street, Castries. Have a concern? We're here to help. Report issues related to wastewater, animal rearing, pit toilets, derelict vehicles, overgrown vegetation, improper garbage disposal, vector and pest nuisance, furniture and vehicle spraying, smoke pollution, charcoal making, defective septic tanks. You can also contact the department at 285-6387. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Nutrition, keeping public health services accessible, responsive and uninterrupted.
The final determination for water and sewage rates has been published by the National Utilities Regulatory Commission. This is an important regulatory decision affecting the water and sewage sector, and the public is encouraged to stay informed. The determination notice explains the approved rates, the basis for this decision, and how the revised rates will be applied. Customers should check the official notice, understand their consumption band, and contact the NURC with any questions. For full publication, visit www.nurc.org.lc. Email info@nurc.org.lc or phone 456-0790 or 456-0866.
We're back! Vava Central! Music, the happenings, interviews, and all aspects of Carnival. Vava Central! Yeah! Vava Central! 8 to 9:30 a.m. Monday to Friday with Teddy Francis and Timothy. Vava Central on the Caribbean Sound. Sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Harris Baines, and Primary Novelty. Vava Central! Yeah!
It's game time. Let's go. The crew pull up, the girls turn up. Screens all say we locked in tonight. The bet can't miss. With Let's Bet you go in. This is the place where the game comes alive, where the cup feels real. Let's bet. This is the place.
Sign up and win in our new platform, letsbetlc.com. Faster, more bets, and more options. Let's bet. This is the place.
The 2026 Calypso quarterfinals are here. South Calypso Tent takes the stage Saturday, June 13th, followed by Fire One on Wednesday, June 17th, KPT on Thursday, June 18th, and TOT on Saturday, June 20th. National Cultural Center, 8:30 p.m. Admission is only $25. Who will advance to the semi-finals? Come out and witness the battle. This event is licensed by ECHO and brought to you by the CMMC.
Ready to sing it out? Every other Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Bring the energy to the ultimate blast karaoke night. Shower singer or stage legend. If you've got a voice, the mic is yours. And the vibes stay high. From old school classics to today's biggest hits. Step up, sing loud, sip on drink specials, enjoy tasty eats, and win big with Bingo. Blast Entertainment Center, corner of Chisel and Brazil Street. Upstairs, the new Starlight Building. So warm up those vocals, grab the mic. Blast Karaoke Night. Big notes, bigger wins.
Join us on Wednesday, 17th June for our next Blast Karaoke with Bingo.
Welcome back to Let's Laugh for today, Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. I just make them laugh, but we can't reveal what I just said. Oh, Lord. Anyway, folks, let me read the comments. As you know, those of you who missed the letter, it's long, so we're not even going to go into it. So a quick recap, a quick summary is that this is a follow-up letter to one we aired on May 13th, and that's just a little over a month ago. A pregnant woman who believed her marriage was already over says her husband raised a knife on her during an argument over paperwork relating to his citizenship process. She left that same night. She is now staying elsewhere and has retained a divorced attorney, intends to make a police report, and says she has no intention of helping him with anything citizenship related moving forward. Before we get into my co-host's comments, let's read our Facebook. Blackman says he logged in just in time to hear the letter. He says, speculating here, but the government comes across as being from either or Trinidad. They have that reputation when it comes to immigration and citizenship processes. Let me just say that the comments, the views of our listeners do not necessarily reflect the views of RCI and its staff.
Okay?
Yeah. All right. We don't know if it's a Guyanese. We don't know if it's a Guyanese or a Trini. We don't want Kamala coming and send us a lawsuit. You know them days Kamala, they're like she. Yeah, messing. No offense to ladies. All right. So Joyce says the husband will use the pregnancy against her in the divorce, though. She says also, "Woy, big up the writer for making a decision for her and her baby." Yeah, man.
I find she did it too late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
She's still a little too long.
That expedited the process for us. So thank God that happened. £1 says, say one, say two. I love that you move from that type of relationship because it's not healthy for both of you or both you or your unborn child.
I tell you.
Joyce says he tried to make her sign the papers before the baby comes because he figured she will move on. £1 says, love that you listen to people and take the best advice and moved on. You will be all right, sis. That's Imara. Love this follow-up by big up you, sis. You'll be all right, sis. You won't be the first or the last. Mama is a vie malfete. I pronounce it right? Malfete. That is Imara. Yeah. Y'all know my Creole for. Okay, that's where we are. They said girl run. So, Liza, I'm going to be very magnanimous today since you're the newest here. You're the guest. You're the guest. It's a smile. Yes, smile. I get a nice smile from Liza. Well, we just go in order.
Well, for me, she stayed a little too long, but thank God she made that decision in the moment. She realized that she was in danger, real danger, and she seized the opportunity. She found a safe haven by moving to a friend or her relative or whatever place she ended up in, her relative house.
Her relative, yeah.
One of her relatives. But for situations like that, it is important that we document. Documentation is important. So the police report is very much important. Sissy, you need to go to the police station and ensure that they have your report. Ensure that it is recorded. Any form of abuse needs to be recorded.
So
people.
what's the hold up?
You understand? Right now we are past being hesitant. You have a baby to think of. You have a whole life. Like you said, financially you could stand your ground. So you sound like based on the letter, you practical, you logical. Because you gave the stages of the letter, basically giving yourself own advice.
Right.
So you well on your way. You have sound mind, you're very practical, and you're very logical. So that means you have analyzed your situation and you know where you need to go or where you're heading. So thank God for that. But documentation is important because you have already seek your legal advice from your lawyer, right? Consultation from your lawyer. The divorce will be an uphill battle because based on the little snippet of mate raising a knife there just because she said that at that particular night she was not feeling well. So she would have taken a look at it the following day, and for you to get so upset,
but
so
the man don't
up.
care. That's not his baby. You
understand?
Well,
to
exactly.
raise a
That's
knife
why
on
he
her.
raised the
But
knife.
even in all that,
he was thinking otherwise
right.
because yes, that's not his baby, so you have a knife, so his intention. Now, if you have a knife, that means you have an intention.
Okay, so that means he basically wants to force her to sign that citizenship paper, whatever she needs to sign.
And
so by all means necessary. So
Any
clearly,
means, yes.
that's where his mind is right now. That's the most important thing to him. His citizenship. You understand? And I will dial it back and say that I agree with the mother in the first stunt she write. The mother when said her son is only doing this
that's what he's there for. Yeah.
The mother basically admitted it because she's manipulated them.
Yes,
her thing was that she don't like unmarried people living in her house.
Exactly.
To a malfete.
So then now. So that says a lot. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From day one, that has been the gentleman goal.
Yeah.
Because don't tell me a woman invests so much in you. You understand? Make you move from one place, you come here. She said thousands of dollars in equipment gone to waste because you just refuse. So clearly,
he was not about that.
He was never interested in doing anything with that woman to build anything solid. And I wouldn't say it's because she got pregnant. It's not because she got pregnant.
Oh, by the way, one part I was missing from the letter, as you mentioned that, and when in speaking, just to get clarity, let's speak and following up, the man wants the equipment to her.
What?
The man wants the things in the house.
But that's why I tell you. That's why I said to you, she needs to prepare herself for uphill battle with that divorce.
Yes,
because it could be it's going to be nasty.
He's gonna use the pregnancy.
But I was going to say this. I was going to say whilst I do understand it will be an uphill battle, as long as she has her documents and everything to state that, hey, I did this and that was what that was what I contributed during the marriage. I think everything would be in a favor.
Cuts in her name.
Yeah, everything would be in a favor. So.
Cuts in her name.
Let's just say that because we do know we have a lot of women sometimes they live for the person. So a lot of them will not even document when they're investing in a person because sometimes love calls you to really feel as if, yeah, boy, you don't need to take these necessary measures.
Right.
But then I will say that is an example for other women out there to know that when you're investing, you ensure that you dot your I's and cross your T's.
It's true.
Always ensure that you have your proper documentation and proof, everything in a little file that whoever you investing in with.
No matter how much you love.
No matter how much you love.
That just becomes so arduous, so strenuous, so taxing. Like why if you're entering a relationship, why would that even have to be in your mind? Yes. From the moment you start seeing red flags, it's like some serious red flags, verbal abuse, GTFO. That's it.
But then
we have a call.
Oh, we have a call.
We have a call. Do I remember how to answer?
Next week.
Good afternoon, Lettre. How can you help us? Sorry? Yeah. That's what she said, eh? Hold on, we're not hearing you. Hold on, you hearing properly?
Yeah,
it's my headphones.
Yes, gunslingers, knife cutters.
Why? Alcohol, but.
Exactly.
Now, but but caller had a story too. Had a story too. Yeah, further to that, the mother has been living here for a while, and married three times, and she didn't get her citizenship until just recently. So that explains why the man has been living herself and with no citizenship.
3 times. Good times the charm.
Of course, but the mother said so. The mother in the last letter, she said the mother admitted that the mother will push it.
The mother wrong for that.
Never. I would.
The mother is wrong.
Yeah, man.
Why would you encourage something like this?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Too late would be too late. Because the kind of aggression me see pussy there, I don't think me see ever have any real feelings towards the woman. Me see more selfish on his vibe. Anyway, guys.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, the mic, it's on. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I agree. He said it.
I agree with him.
Yeah, man, I agree with him.
Yeah.
We know that.
we know that.
And I was about to mention before he called that not everybody is the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So not all of us might pick up on certain behavioral patterns and stuff like that. You understand? That will lead us to recognizing these red flags in people and stuff like. Some of us could be slow. You understand?
Yeah.
We could be very slow.
And not only slow, then you get to and it's not only a slow part, but it's only recently again you watch and you understand that the cycle of abuse for some people, and certain things are normalized. Like I think there's an argument, there's something to be said about corporal punishment. Although I grew up under corporal punishment, I have no personally had an issue when they remove it.
Okay.
But when you look at a girl who's used to being shouted at by her parents, by her father, beaten when she does something wrong. You know, as you grow up, sometimes these things get so normalized. Like you actually hear, you've heard it before that a woman, if a man is not firm with her, he's not a man.
So they have now been conditioned because personal environment, whatever they are being exposed to is something where now it becomes normalized. It's okay for a man to grapple at me in public. It's okay for a man to shout at me. It's okay for a man to slap me. It's okay for a man to disrespect me in terms of his words, how he uses words, what words he throw at me, because that is love. Because afterwards, when these type of men or women would portray those type of behaviors to who's ever on the receiving end, they come back with a follow-up of a hug, a kiss, or I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, or whatever. So this condition, that type of behavior conditions you to think that it's okay for me to allow you to talk to me like that, because I know afterwards is love in the house, nothing, you understand?
Yep.
But it is something where we need to break the cycles so that we as women and also the men could know that it is unacceptable. Right. At no point in time somebody's supposed to be verbally abusing you, and then at the end of the day expect you to take this as something that is normal, and I supposed to lie down by you, all right, and then kiss you, love you up, and all them kind of things.
Wait, y'all watch the Polygamist already? Wait, I asked Peter. I tell you.
This man, it's ridiculous. You understand? And more women have to be assertive in letting the men know, or the women know, whichever relationship you choose to be in, that it is not okay. And and this is what I'm going to tolerate, and this is what I'm certainly not going to tolerate. And domestic abuse, verbal abuse, it is not.
It's not.
You understand? And it could only lead to worse than worse.
Yep.
And that's the best way to put it.
Blackman says, good point, Miguel. This is why we as parents of today have to break those cycles. We now know better, so let's do better. Now I'll tell you, like I said, this my daughter knows full well for what I'm gonna cut a little tail. I mean, I'm not gonna try. I will say that she'll get it, but I try not to. I speak to, but then she knows if it gets to a point where I've spoken enough, then you're gonna get it.
The next call.
We have another call. Let me make sure we answer that. Good afternoon, Lettre. How can you help us?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello.
Yes, we're hearing you, my dear. We're hearing you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I wanted to give my contribution in terms of the story.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I think one of the first things, there's some kind of misinformation. So the first thing, when the young lady spoke about reporting the husband raising the knife on her for documentation sake, according to the new Domestic Violence Act, once she reports the matter, she is not the one who determines whether it goes to court or not. That is a matter for the police.
Okay.
Domestic violence cases are no longer determined by the individual.
You're very
it
right.
becomes a matter of the state. So therefore, the husband raised a knife on her, she reports it, then the state holds the husband responsible. It right now, the new law does not matter whether you want to take the husband to court or not. The court, the law takes you, or the court or the state takes you to court.
Okay.
So once you report that matter, she cannot determine where it goes. That becomes a matter for the state. That is the first thing. The second thing, in terms of, I find it a bit funny, the situation with the immigration or filing for citizenship. According to the law, and you can check it up, the Citizenship Act of St. Lucia, the wife or even the husband, well, in the old laws, the wife has nothing to do with the husband filing for citizenship. Nothing whatsoever.
And that's why she said the document had nothing to do with her.
Nothing. It had nothing to do with her. Because at the end of the day, you're in a country, whether you're married or not, and whether he's a CARICOM national, he can apply for his citizenship. So being married or not, she cannot sign any document granting him, or he has to be able to prove that that his wife is actually a citizen of St. Lucia. So he would need a copy of her birth certificate, or he would need a copy of her passport proving that she's a St. Lucian citizen. Maybe what he was maybe trying to get her to sign was maybe a letter of justice of the peace kind of thing. But the wife has nothing to do with him filing for citizenship. That is his responsibility at the end of the day.
I think I know
so it was kind of interesting to find out what he was trying to get her to sign at the end of the day.
I will have to. I will have to follow up. I will try to get that information because it's curious. Because I'm curious because she said it had nothing to do with her. So
Definitely. And even in terms of citizenship, no, the man it's his responsibility to file for his citizenship. He could be married for 30 years. The Caribbean is very interesting. You being married in St. Lucia does not even guarantee you that you're going to get a citizenship.
Wow.
It does not. That is done with the Internal Affairs and the Ministry of Justice. You can be married for 30 years. It doesn't mean that you're going to get a citizenship because the law is very... What makes it easier for him is that if he is a Caribbean national, it becomes a bit easier. If he's out of the Caribbean, it might be a bit more difficult.
The man's a CARICOM national. Plus, his mother has lived here for years, only just...
Right. So he doesn't even need to marry anybody to become a St. Lucian citizen. So there must be something deeper. Like I think you guys said, he was maybe looking for somebody to take care of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly.
All right. Thank you.
But possibly, but remember she said she started living in his mother's house, with them.
Yeah. But the funny thing about it, the guy should have thought, the moment you raised the knife on her, because the fact is that she got pregnant by somebody else, he actually had something on her in terms of divorce. Because infidelity and just getting pregnant for somebody else, if that could be proven, then in the divorce court, he would really have a leg up on her. But the fact that now he's sort of resort to this violence in that way, he puts himself in a very difficult position.
As the Lucians say, turn your right into your wrong.
Yeah, precisely. And therefore, if he's a non-national, that could be against his record in terms of filing for citizenship.
Right. Indeed. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
That voice sounds very familiar, and I suspect I'm speaking to the legal mind that I know behind that voice.
Have a good one.
You as well. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wapo smoke his pipe.
Well, we don't know yet, but now we're dishing advice, and we got some legal advice there on the situation. So now he's actually sort of not messed up his chances, but he's put a little question mark on asterisk.
Not yet.
Asterisk
Don't
by
be
his,
too quicker. She has not filed the report yet.
well, everybody's saying file the report.
She has not filed the report as yet.
All right. Well, we have about a minute and a half, a little over a minute and a half before we get there. Let me hear. Mara says citizenship is all that's on his mind. Jana says, writer, please make that police report, and please, please, please take every precaution to ensure your safety. Do not communicate with him anything that needs to be said. Evidence shows that these individuals are most dangerous when a partner tries to or leaves. I tell you, we've seen so many of them documentaries already. So many of those crime documents, and they always start the same way, they end the same way. All right. Mate sticking that already. You threatened, that's Kelvin. You threatened a pregnant woman with a knife. You don't treat people that way. Unacceptable. And on all counts. And Blackman says, and for the record, any dude, quote unquote dude, who gets violent with his significant other is not worthy of being called a man. There's a plethora of other words in the Lucian vernacular to describe those quote unquote dudes. Mara says our Lucian passport is big things. The green card boy, Lucian green card boy. I blame the CIP. Now our passport's valuable. All right, what else is there? I think that is it. Mara says you think it easy when you want to get your citizenship. Folks, remind you that Lettre is brought to you by our friends over at Fruitsy Seamos. You know what they say. And of course, Donna. I just wanted to say hello to Donna. That's all. We'll be back.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsy Seamos, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsy Seamos?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsy Seamos?
Boy, that Seamos makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy Seamos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy Seamos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Seamos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Seamos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prale.
And that's what they say about Fruitsy Seamos. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy Seamos, you know what they say.
The stage is set for an exciting weekend of football as the Blackheart SLFA Under-20 Knockout Football Tournament moves into the quarterfinals. 8 teams remain in the hunt for championship glory. This Saturday, June 6th, at the Soufriere Mini Stadium at 7 p.m., it's a clash of 2 tournament heavyweights as Marbouilla Valley takes on Leclerc. Then at 9 p.m., Northern Power meets Eastern Pride when Groselet battles Dennery. The action continues on Sunday, June 7th. At 7 p.m., South Castries faces off against Viewfort South in what promises to be a thrilling encounter. Then at 9 p.m., hosts Soufriere go head-to-head with Canries in a blockbuster Southwest Derby. Who will book their place in the semifinals? Come out and support the future stars of St. Lucian football. The 2026 Blackheart SLFA U20 Knockout Football Tournament, where future legends rise.
It's DG Duo, sign up today. Bus paid for $55, no delay. Apply for a fiber internet plan to get the deal. 350 megabytes with 20 gigs, that's a steal. Enjoy the best of both worlds with the DG Duo plan. Mobile plus fast fiber internet go hand in hand. Connect at home, connect on the go. DG Duo is the best way to go.
Did Digicel, the best network powered by you.
Visit your nearest Digicel store to get connected today.
It's game time. Let's go. The crew pull up, the girls turn up. Screens all say we locked in tonight. The bet can't miss. With Let's Bet you go in. This is the place where the game comes alive, where the cup feels real. Let's go. This is the place.
Sign up and win in our new platform, letsbetlc.com. Faster, more bets, and more options. Let's Bet. This is the place.
I remember the music, the crowd, the dancing, the laughter with my friends. I remember someone handing me a drink. After that, everything becomes blurry. My head spinning, my body heavy, and then waking up somewhere I was never meant to be. Someone had spiked my drink. That night, my celebration turned into something I will carry for the rest of my life. I wish I had been more careful. I wish I had watched my drink. I wish I had stayed closer to my friends. So, if you're going off this festival season, please learn from me. Watch your drink. Don't accept open drinks from strangers. And always keep your crew close, because one moment can change everything. Protect yourself. Protect your friends.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Nutrition in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank and the Inter-American Development Bank.
The 2026 Calypso quarterfinals are here. South Calypso Tent takes the stage Saturday, June 13th, followed by Fire One. On Wednesday, June 17th, KPT. On Thursday, June 18th, and TOT. On Saturday, June 20th, National Cultural Center, 8:30 p.m. Admission is only $25. Who will advance to the semi-finals? Come out and witness the battle. This event is licensed by ECHO and brought to you by the CMMC.
The National Utilities Regulatory Commission has published its final determination on water and sewage rates in St. Lucia. This decision follows a formal review process which considered the cost of providing reliable service, the need for continued investment, and the protection of consumers. Customers are encouraged to read the official notice and understand how the approved rates may apply to their household and business. For accurate information, visit the NURC website at www.nurc.org.lc or contact the Commission via email info@nurc.org.lc or call 456-0790 or 456-0866.
And we're back with Lettre for today, Wednesday, March. March, June, not that. I didn't hear an echo.
Hello.
This
is why it is important for you to say gingo.
So let me tell you what happened. I didn't hear an echo, not realizing that my radio was on there. So I know I bring on the volume on the console. And I still hear music. I don't know what's going on there. So it put me off for a second.
You need some gingo.
So I go outside for fresh air. And guess who I seen outside there? Just about to go on a bus. Drama queen.
You lie.
I kid you not. So I say, as I come inside, I say, I'm not dressed appropriately for it today. I just when you coming on, she tell me when she's coming on, but I'll not tell you, it's a surprise. But she is coming, she'll be on very soon.
Driver, put down drama.
On in 2 weeks.
No.
Driver, put down
It
drama.
cannot be next week. It have to be. She must be said the week after. The week after.
You guessing?
Queen, are you dangerous so good?
You're guessing. All right, so folks. All right, so we were. Liza gave her profound view. What do you think of the letter?
Well, I would actually co-sign with what Liza said, and one of the things that I really wanted to point out was the red flags that were there in plain sight. But like Liza said, people are different. Some people may see it, some people may not see it. But I feel we do need to pay attention to these things. It could be as small as probably an insult. We have to pay attention to these things because these things can go a long way. And I felt like from the minute that she saw that, she should have at least reacted, in that moment rather than letting it prolong to the point where it is now, where you raise a knife and all of these things. But I will say this. I will say if she has all the documents and everything in order, stating that she did this and whatever throughout the marriage, I believe the divorce process would be more in her favor. Even if it's an uphill battle, I do believe it will be more in her favor. And of course, don't sleep on the report. Don't sleep on the report. Trust me, don't sleep on the report because you never know what could happen from here on out. Don't sleep on the report. You need to keep a record of every single thing that is happening from here on out to safeguard yourself. And your baby, because anything can happen. You don't know this man's intentions. You don't know what he's capable
Even
of.
this letter could possibly put her in danger too.
We don't know that. But still, again, I would tell her to document everything from here on out, and good for her is she actually listened to everyone and she took everyone's advice and did the right thing. But in my opinion, I think she took a little too long. But yeah, but yeah, that's that for me.
But from the first letter, because you were not, of course, you were not there. I think Liza was still out as well for that first letter. Your thoughts on the situation of her, back to your original letter, her getting pregnant for another man. She said her marriage had been dead for years. Nothing was going on, but they were still living together. The fact, and she did say it was an accident, but then your thoughts on that particular aspect of it.
But what I wanted to ask, what happened during the process that she came to the conclusion that okay, it's officially dead? Did they go to counseling? Because there's a lot of things that they would advise you to do before you even decide to probably call it quits or go separate from a marriage. So if she went through these things and she figured hey it's not working in her favor, then
the vibe is I don't think they went to counseling. I just think that the vibe is that was never really there in the first place.
But that's but for me too, let me just say
and she was young, in her 20s. Just to add that.
With age, you consider age, you consider that big step of being married, okay? But I do believe many persons who decide on their own that a relationship is dead or marriage is dead is solely based on no communication.
And I think we could probably put lust in there as well.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because from the moment we stop communicating, that means in either of our minds, something is dead. And that automatically we have already automatically you already know what's my distaste or my how should I say that? Apart from distaste, my how should I say that? Woo. It was in my mind, but anyway, apart from my grievances.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you already know my grievances. I've already disclosed my grievances. We have already acknowledged my grievances. I've already received closure. No, that has never happened because a open communication or conversation has not happened.
Right.
So how on our own we could just say that something is dead based on probably the physical aspect of the relationship or the marriage. You understand? But does that give us the okay for us to step out and go and do things? No, the only way it's going to give us room for us to go out and step out is only if a conversation is held.
All right.
And then we accept what it is.
Of course. We have a call. Tafari, good afternoon to you, my brother.
Yeah, we'll see. Bless it.
Yes,
yeah, big up.
Tafari, what kind of dead energy is that, huh? Your girl is back. What kind of dead energy is that?
But the man died since you left here revive yet?
Exactly. Come on, man. What y'all expect? Liza leave me. She didn't even tell me she was going.
But she didn't tell me until after she
But
go,
I
my
wanted
brother.
to come by you.
She didn't tell me until after she goes, so don't worry about it. Don't feel too heartbroken. Disheartened.
Yeah, man. So big up to Marcia every time.
Yeah,
man. So so my little 2 cents on that there is that the whole thing is that the marriage between those two, it was not genuine. It was kind of forced, because of like his mother, was saying, oh, you'll have to live in my house. I don't want people that not married living in my house and stuff, you know. So I think maybe if there wasn't, I don't think these two was really meant to be married because they was living together and whatever. Maybe if they wasn't married, it would be easier for them to just go their own way and but the marriage was not genuine. I think that people that get married is people who really love and trust each other, and decide, yes, I love you, you love me, let's get married, in that kind of way. So that is why, that is why the marriage was dead in the first place, So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it.
All right, my brother. So, you say you believe it was dead in the first place. Any advice for the young lady moving forward?
My advice is that, again, in moving forward, you learn from your mistakes, because if you don't learn from your mistakes, it's the universe have a way of just making, because the universe wants us to be better, or should I say perfect. And if you don't learn from our mistakes, the universe forces us to repeat our mistakes until we learn from them. So go forward. You have this new baby coming up. Try to and I would always tell anybody. It may sound cliche, but it is always good to leave a little space for yourself. When I say a little space for yourself, so that if there's any disappointment, it wouldn't hit you hard 100%. Leave a little something for yourself.
Expect less.
The unexpected, you're right. So I now, because, like, love is lovely, love is good, but in the time we're living here, according to, there's a song, they say, there's a danger in loving somebody too much.
Sometimes love
You
just
know,
ain't enough.
if right, in fact, when it's your heart they can touch. So sometimes you have to you leave a little, even if it's 10% for disappointment, so it wouldn't crush you too much, and you know.
So you see why I normally come on to Lettre and my mantra is 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah, but
That's a good way
but
to be, though.
with me, you can't have 1 foot out.
Well,
You have to have all
both
foot, all
have to
hands,
have
and everything.
everything in. Okay.
That's how you see how
Yeah,
the
but
love
I
is
but
looking
I
for.
agree, but I agree with you, Liza. I mean, it shouldn't be that way, but sometimes, because of the type of world that we live
Of
in right
course.
now,
That's everything to do with
it's
that. Times has changed.
yes, maybe yeah, because like marriage long ago, even love now, to a lot of people, now is just a word. It don't really
Transactional.
have the meaning. It don't really have the meaning that it really supposed to have.
A lot of the
You know?
love, and everybody that lovey, basking in love is transactional. What you could do for me, and the
Right.
words
That's
come
it. And
out,
that's
I love you.
right. And that's the thing.
The polygamist.
So yeah. So that's what it is. And the fact that and I applaud her for trying. You lady, you tried your best. You did more than enough, or more than you should have as a woman. Respect and big up for that. Because she says she invested. And there's a lot of equipment and stuff just there. You know, you big up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, big up for that, because there's a lot of females would not do that. You know, that means she was serious. She was really invested in the relationship. you know, but the others, the guy was not, you know. So it's only like she was the only one in the relationship. She was the only one in the marriage, you know. That's just how I see it. It
No,
don't
well,
necessarily have.
that's how she sort of described it in the first letter, in her first letter in last month.
Right, you know. So and he wasn't in it because it was a forced thing. It was because they were staying at his mother's house and his mother was giving them pressure. Hey, married. When you pressure people into getting married and they are not ready.
Exactly. Because
is,
you know when she set them up to do like her because third time is the charm, the little witch.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's like it's like the lady was set up for failure.
Yeah, man.
You know. So yeah, so that's just how I see it. Like I said, my views in this doesn't necessarily mean that's how it is, but that's just how I see it through my window.
All right, my brother. Thank you very
All
much
right.
for your call, as usual.
All right. Yes, take care. Blessed. Okay, bye-bye, Eliza. Love you.
My love you too.
Yeah, I'm a bit nauseous.
Butu, no, Butu.
Butu is a hater.
All right. So again, in case you just joined us, this is a follow-up letter to one we aired on May 13th, where a pregnant woman who believed her marriage was over. She says her husband raised a knife on her during an argument over paperwork relating to his citizenship process. Now, we have since learned from a legal mind that she is not necessary for this whole process, and there's nothing really he would have to say except for probably a statutory declaration from a GP or something.
Right.
But as she also said that what she saw was not necessary. There was nothing for the sign.
There was nothing for
nothing
that
to do with her.
Nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
So clearly she knows something too.
Yep. And she left that same night, and she is now staying elsewhere, has retained a divorce attorney, intends to make a police report, and says she has no intention of helping him with anything citizenship related moving forward.
Yeah, so that means
good
no
news.
birth certificate, no nothing.
Well, good news, you don't have to. You don't, and his mother is a citizen, so you can get it there. Plus, I mean, if you've been working here, you have a car. If you have a carrying permit, right? If you've been working here for all those years,
exactly.
I mean,
it
shouldn't be so hard.
As long as, like you say, as long as you could prove whatever.
Yeah. Yep. All right, folks, we have about a minute and a half before we take our final break until we get into our last segment. Remind you the numbers to call are 452-3046, or if you're overseas or choose to use WhatsApp, it's 284-6001, and if you're overseas, it's 758. When we come back, we'll have our final thoughts on this whole thing and, this whole situation. And, yeah, if you have any calls or any final messages before we go off air, just let us know, and remind you to keep it clean. There are young people listening and there are parents listening, so watch the language. I have a poopy thing there, so whenever my friend from Ghana, she said that's for me because sometimes I often tend to say the other word for poop on by accident on radio. So she says every time I use it, I'm supposed to hold it in my hand. On camera. Foreigners are so strange. Yeah. So it's a way of keeping me in check. I think I've been doing a good job so far. I've kept the bad language to a minimum to my Facebook. All right. We have no comments on the Facebook in the meantime, and nothing on our WhatsApp. We have about 20 seconds left. Remind you that Fruit CMOS is the sponsor, is the presenter of Lettre, and you know what they say about Fruit CMOS, right?
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruit CMOS, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruit CMOS?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruit CMOS?
Boy, That CMOS makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy CMOS? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy CMOS is full of natural goodness your body needs. CMOS is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. CMOS is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Praland.
And that's what they say about Fruitsy CMOS. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy CMOS, you know what they say.
I am the INCIP. It's about me, my country, and my family. I am the INCIP. CIP is a brilliant plan. Invest in us, be one of us. I see the progress across the land, boy, of the citizenship. My investment program. I am the INCIP. It's about me. I am the INCIP. It's about me. I am the INCIP. It's about me. Our citizenship by investment program.
Contact Luselect before trimming or cutting down trees that are near overhead electrical wires. Watch out for power lines before you begin working on a ladder. Be sure that ladders or scaffolds are far enough away so that you and the ends of the tools you're using don't come within 10 feet of power lines. And never use any electrical appliance in wet surrounding outdoors or in the rain.
This message is brought to you by Luselect, the power of caring.
This Father's Day, celebrate Dad with an ice cold Stag Bear for your chance to win big. Shop at participating outlets including Massey Stores, Last Supermarket, Uptown Liquor Store, Philly Supermarket, CPJ, Ultramart, Southwell, and W Mart. Buy your favorite Stag. Write your name and number on your receipt. Drop it in the box provided, and you could win a premium sound system. Plus, elegant jewelry. Compliments of Blue Water St. Lucia Limited. More entries means more chances to win. Stag Bear. Raise a toast to Dad this Father's Day.
You thought it was a one-time thing? Well, Soca Stars is back again. The hottest stage for up-and-coming Soca Stars with live vibes, pure energy, and fans to turn up the heat. Soca Stars, get ready. The grand prize is $5,000 cash and a $10,000 production package. Register now to compete. Sign up early at peterbear.com or come in early at the venue. This is your shot at stardom.
Ready to sing it out? Every other Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Bring the energy to the ultimate blast karaoke night. Shower singer or stage legend. If you've got a voice, the mic is yours. And the vibes stay high. From old school classics to today's biggest hits. Step up, sing loud, sip on drink specials, enjoy tasty eats, and win big with Bingo. Blast Entertainment Center, corner of Chisel and Brazil Street. Upstairs, the new Starlight Building. So warm up those vocals, grab the mic. Blast Karaoke Night. Big notes, bigger wins.
Join us on Wednesday, 17th June for our next Blast Karaoke with Bingo.
Do you remember the last time St. Lucia went absolutely red? That feeling of being swept up in something bigger than yourself. Bigger than yourself. Thousands of people. One heartbeat, one night, you felt it, and you said, we need to do that again. Well, St. Lucia, Red Carnival, and RCI heard you. Color Me Red is back, and this time we're bringing the king of soca himself, Machel Montano. Machel Montano.
Carnival we coming.
Friday, July 17th at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground from 7 p.m. General tickets cost $175. Available from Steve's Barbershop, The Cell Outlets, TM Antoine Partners, RCI, and Red. Events.4circletickets.com. VIP $595 available only online at Red. Events.4circletickets.com. One stage, one color, one explosive night. There's no holding back. Color Me Red. The Encore, presented by Bank of St. Lucia and supported by Peter Beer, Flo, Bounty Rum, JP Chene, Hendricks Gin, Windjammer Landing Resort and Residence, Campari, Doers 12, Hennessy, Grace, Jack Daniels, Tito's Vodka, Blue Waters, Travel and Leisure Center, and M Motors.
We're back! Vava Central! Music, the happenings, interviews, and all aspects of Carnival. Vava Central! Yeah! Vava Central! 8 to 9:30 a.m. Monday to Friday with Teddy Francis and TRCI. Vava Central on the Caribbean Sound. Sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Harris Bates, and Creamery Novelties. Vava Central! Yeah!
Ready to sing it out? Every other Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Bring the energy to the ultimate blast karaoke night. Shower singer or stage legend. If you've got a voice, the mic is yours. And the vibes stay high. From old school classics to today's biggest hits. Step up, sing loud, sip on drink specials, enjoy tasty eats, and win big with Bingo. Blast Entertainment Center, corner of Chisel and Brazil Street. Upstairs, the new Starlight Building. So warm up those vocals, grab the mic. Blast Karaoke Night. Big notes, bigger wins.
Join us on Wednesday, 17th June for our next Blast Karaoke with Bingo.
And we're back with our final segment of Lettre for today, Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. Big up the man, Super Scope. Locked in. Good afternoon to you, my brother. Kelvin says, that situation is so sensitive that tit for tat is never the solution. When you see the red flags, either you solve it or if not, move on, because some things could have been avoided if only they had solved it like adults. And I think he's concurring with you regarding the whole conversation when things were kind of bad, were kind of slow. What we haven't touched though is the child's father. Moving on, the child's father to be last letter. She said the first letter she said he appeared after some apprehension at first. He told her that he already had she already knew he had 2 other kids, but he already had 2. He doesn't think he was ready for a 3rd one. But he seems to have been stepping up, doing what he has to do. So I guess kudos to him. But based on her letter, you see a shift of tone from the first letter where she was unsure. Her whole idea was not having to raise her child without a father or father figure in his life. So it almost seemed like there was a bit of a desperation or a longing to have the child's father to be in her life. And there was also she was tethering on the decision as to whether to abort or not. So we saw that she made a decision to keep the child. The child's father has been involved according to her, but it appears that her focus is on her and her child now. So you see the shift in tone from the apprehension as to whether I should seek to maintain a relationship with the child
like
father.
The co-parenting,
And now it's about she's gone to look for her own home to build to rent in the first place to rent until she buys a home, but she's also gone to do some house hunting. So I think that's a good thing. She seems to be moving on faster than one would expect from average person. Those types of
you have a child to think of. You have a baby in the oven. You have a bun in the oven. So everything has to be elevated at a speed where you cannot walk. You have to run. You understand? All your decisions needs to be solely based on you now coming into motherhood.
Could you imagine the displacement though, that you have a job, you have a full-time job, you at school, she's also studying.
Mhm.
You have a child on the way, and you end up you now have to be looking for a home. 6 months into your pregnancy, you have to be looking for a home and that kind. I can imagine the kind of stress that is
that's
on
a
her,
lot.
on the solo person. That's a
It
lot.
is.
That's a lot.
So just hoping that she has a support system.
System. So starting with the baby's
Yeah.
father.
And not even just the baby's father. I'm hoping like on her head a sibling, a sibling, a relative, a mother, a
parent.
father.
But she did say
Well,
she
I would,
stayed with
yeah,
her
would-
relative.
I would assume that the family is
there.
supporting her.
You need
Yeah.
you need a supportive system.
The family is there, but then at this point, though, that I think that it's important to have the child's father around for her, both for the baby, but for her psychologically and
Yeah,
mentally.
that's
because-
true. But sometimes what we need and what we yearn for sometimes is not always at the forefront. It's not within our grasp.
Well,
you
he's
understand?
there. He's there, so he's there.
There's a difference.
Let me just hope that he stays there.
I was just about to say there's a difference in she saying that he now stepped up. He's now doing certain things. All right, that doesn't tell me that
He will do
he's
it
there.
and he will do it for for a
Exactly.
long period of time. Yeah.
So it could be that he's gonna be doing it for a long period of time minus his presence, because there are some fathers that could give you the world and they're just not present. You understand? They're gonna make sure that you're covered. You understand? Make sure you have your allowance. Make sure you have this. But they're not there. They will not be underneath the same household with you. They're not gonna be on your beck and call, meaning that if something were to happen right now, they will drop everything and they have some fathers that are like
I was
that.
listening to a talk show host today on another station, and he made an interesting point where it came to parenting and fathers and that kind of thing. And what you just said, that just reminded me of it. You spoke about them not being there, but they make sure they have this and that kind of thing. But there's a difference between buying you that ice cream
Of course.
and taking you out for that
Of
ice
course.
cream.
A great
Yeah,
difference.
it's true.
So
A
and
vast difference.
children long for that presence, that engagement and interaction. with just buying
Every
you the ice cream.
single child, whether or not as an adult, you think that they don't pick up on energies, the small things, the missing out on things, you are fooled to think so. Because a moment a child is born, they tell you from 0 to 5 is the most important years in a child's life.
I was just reminded of that by my
And
daughter's
if
school.
you were to think that they will not remember as far back,
They will,
you're
they
gonna.
will.
Let me tell you.
And
They
not
will.
only remember,
Joke is on you.
A lot of their habits, and I can see it now with my daughter who turns 9 next month. She wasn't with me for the first 6 years of her life, but a lot of the habits that she picked up, and from simple things as in the way she speaks, her grammar and that kind of thing. There's one thing I've been trying to cut out for over a year now. She starts her sentences with only. So instead of saying I only play basketball, only either, she says only either. She starts with only either play basketball. I've been trying to get, but her principal did remind me that it'll take a while, especially up until 5 years old. A lot of these things become a part of them.
Of
They
course.
form their personality and these things at this age.
So that's like, and then now we have said several times on the program, it's not just about becoming a parent, but you also need to equip yourself, man like woman. You need to equip yourself on parenting. Period. You need to also equip yourself on the psychological aspect behind parenting. Okay, because it has a lot to do with you as a person, bringing a child into the world. Where are you going to be at that stage in your life when that child comes into this world?
Postpartum is
Exactly,
it's
a serious thing. You understand?
Yeah.
So we have so many factors that contributes to how a person is gonna be able to deal with becoming a mother or becoming a father. You understand? And sometimes, most times, I get the sense that most people who are going into that pregnancy thing for the first time is either you're frantic or you calm about it. And most times the frantic ones are those are doing all the research. They're reading all the books.
Paranoid.
They wanna do this, they wanna do that, and the calm ones are those that's like, okay, when it comes, I'm gonna see how I'm gonna roll the dice and see how this works. You understand? You understand?
Right.
But at the end of the day, parenting is important, and for you to navigate parenting, it's a lot. Parenting touches a lot. And that's all happening. It's not just on the surface. You understand?
Yep. To my favorite Shabin tell me she want ice cream.
You want ice cream?
She want ice cream. I said, when you want the
Ice cream, ice cream,
Aye.
ice cream.
So as we close, before I deliver my final thoughts, your final thoughts on the situation, Liza? You have any more to add to that?
Well, I said what I said already. You have not made that police report.
Yeah.
What you waited for? Go ahead, make that police report so that things could just
work in her favor.
Work in your favor and everything work. But do not let your guard down.
Yeah. Most importantly.
Do not let your guard down. The gentleman is violent. The gentleman is showing how his anger is being action out. So my girl, don't let your guard down. I'm glad that you saw the red flags. You acknowledge it, and right now you're moving forward. And I wish you all the best in your pregnancy. I hope you bring about a healthy baby girl or a healthy baby boy. And I also, in return,
it's a boy.
It's a boy. And in return, I wish you the best of mental health, because peace is important.
Very much.
Peace
Very
is
much.
important. The journey that you're taking into motherhood, your peace, your sanity, it is very much important. And for the persons who are probably still weighing whether or not they want to be involved in the situation, they should step up and create that protective support system for you. It is also a must. And yeah.
All right. Yes, EJ, talk to us. And thank you very much for joining us today.
Yes, always. Boy, Liza summed it up pretty nicely. She summed it up pretty nicely. So I would just, co-sign for what she said. Yeah, there's nothing more that I can add to what Liza said, because she said it perfectly.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, Senusha, as I close, what stood out for me most in this update is not the knife, not the argument, not the citizenship issue. It was just the timing, because when she first wrote us, she was still questioning herself. You could hear it. Even though she believed the marriage was over, there was still hesitation, still guilt, still uncertainty. A part of her was still asking permission to leave. And, that's something many people do. We wait for a reason, we wait for confirmation before we actually make a decision. We wait for a sign so obvious that we can finally stop doubting ourselves. The problem is sometimes that sign comes in a form we never wanted to see, and let's thank God it was at least it only reached that far. Let me say something very clearly here. Raising a knife on a pregnant woman is not frustration. It is not anger. It is not a misunderstanding. And it certainly isn't love. I don't care what was said before it. I don't care who was right or wrong in the argument. Once a weapon appears or enters the conversation, everything changes. Everything. In fact, once violence enters, everything changes. What really struck me, though, is that this woman sounds lighter. Not happier, not healed. Definitely not healed, but lighter, because she finally stopped negotiating with something she already knew was broken. And maybe that's the lesson here. Sometimes peace doesn't come when life gets easier. Sometimes peace comes when you finally stop trying to save something that no longer wants saving. The road ahead won't be easy. There is a baby coming. There is a divorce coming. There are hard conversations ahead. But for the first time since her original letter, she sounds like somebody who has chosen herself. And sometimes that's where rebuilding starts. That's my final way in for this afternoon. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on our WhatsApp. Kelvin says, my final thought is I want them to have peace, and let us all pray for them and ourselves. Amen to that. Thank you very much to all of you who joined us today on Facebook, on YouTube, on the WhatsApp line, who listened via radio, traditional 101.5 FM, 101.1 FM, sorry, and also on TuneIn Radio and the RCI app, of course. We can't forget the RCI app. Thank you very much for engaging us. Tomorrow is Youth Unplugged. I have a very special young man who's trying to make his way into the soca industry. We will have him on tomorrow, and he will release or give one of his songs as a promotion. So until then, and next week Wednesday, when I join you, hopefully with this killer cast like I did today.
Big up our sponsor.
Big up our sponsor, Donna, the Blackberry, and of course, Mr. Seri.
That's a sponsor.
They all fall under the banner of Fruitsissimos, let me tell you. You know what they say, folks. You know what they say. Let me make sure I put my Fruitsy ad there. Let me see. All right, folks. So, goodbye until then.
Bye-bye.
And my girl